No, we're skipping that. We're back to
All
the
right.
day. We're back to the beginning of that day before you did that.
Gotcha.
Besides, I'm not sure D&D has teriyaki sauce. Uh,
We're waking up in our hotel rooms
yeah,
post sex
with
worker party night.
Yeah.
Okay.
yeah. Um, hello and
These ones that you have to watch,
welcome
you don't
to
have to watch them, you don't have to collect them.
this episode of Fallen Dragons.
Fairy tale, you fucking kidding me?
Yes,
Um,
you did. I just haven't scratched everything off.
tonight is episode 10, and
I'm off on the wall.
uh,
See what happened in Wine Punch Man.
which
I'm glad
which
it's One Piece up here.
which is called the meeting. Uh, my name's Mike. I'm your DM for the night, and I'm here with
And I see that one.
four of our regular players.
I haven't seen all of it. We definitely need to watch that one.
Why don't you introduce yourselves and tell us who you're playing?
All of them.
And we'll start with Josh.
Well, actually, I haven't.
So hi, I'm Josh. I'm bringing in Otto, who is a moon druid. He was in our Esma's Beginnings campaign, and now he's joining up to the world of Fallen Dragons.
Patrick.
I am Patrick. I'm playing Lucid. I'm the cleric of the Stormlord.
And finally, Dusty.
Hi, I'm Dusty. I am playing Smite, Tiefling Warlock.
And last we left this little group, you were on the far continent of Nikos in an inn where, for the right amount of money, they supply just about any need you might have. And you had all purchased a, shall we say, a special employee, but you all purchased them for different reasons. Now it's morning. The sun comes blazing through the window and wakes all of you up, including your companion from last night. So, what what do all of you do? We'll start with what Blaze decides he wants to do.
Oh, so I'm playing Blaze and not Otto this time.
Well, your name is Blaze on your window.
Oh, okay.
Um,
I'll
so,
I'll fix that at some point.
so
So
what is Otto doing?
Otto, as soon as he wakes up, dashes downstairs to see what they have for breakfast.
So you leave your companion in bed and bolt for breakfast. Okay.
Yep, that's Otto.
What is Lucid doing?
So I admire my companion and the painting that's sitting next to her of her, and how excellent it looks. And then I leave, just like with everything still there. And I go downstairs to like look around.
And what about Smite?
The light starts filtering in through the curtains, and I curse Apollo! and put the pillow over my head and my arm around my companion and go back to sleep.
Who you
I-
probably just abruptly woken up,
I
unless
put a pillow over her face too.
unless you didn't curse out loud.
No, I always curse Apollo out loud.
Okay. Okay. Well,
She draws his attention just when she's doing something foul.
she grumbled and rolled over and goes back to sleep too. So, um, Lucid and Otto actually meet up down in the tavern slash bar section of the inn. Um, Otto's already found a table and is waiting for the waitress to show up. When Lucid gets down there,
Perfect, you've got a table.
Come, sit, we feast.
I say, how much
and
did you order? I see the list of things.
well,
Yes,
actually,
I will order.
the way the waitress came by and left the menu, but Otto had told her it was gonna be a while before he could decide what he wanted. So, as of when Lucid gets there, nothing's been ordered. So, if you both want food, you can both order. This place has anything and everything. Because this is the nicest inn you've ever seen or been in.
I ordered teriyaki chicken. Perfect.
Uh,
It
Otto
would be,
orders Axe Beak steak and eggs.
there you go. If you want the approximation of chicken, it would be rock, and it would be one large piece of chicken.
Teriyaki crack.
So, uh,
Actually, orange crack is probably better.
Yeah,
Mm.
Orange
But no.
Rock.
In an orange sauce?
well, they can make the equivalent of it. I don't know that D&D has oranges, but
Citrus.
yeah, they could do
Sugar chicken.
a
Yeah.
citrus
Sugar
cit-
chicken.
citrus rock for you. You have to remember how large these birds are. The wingspans approach 70 feet. You're talking about what part of the chicken did you want?
Well, definitely the breast. It doesn't have to be the whole thing. Maybe
I know.
2 pounds? 2 pounds.
Otto's going to have to help you with this one.
Made into chicken nuggets, you know?
Because a rock breast would cover the entire table.
I'd like some rock nuggets. That's what I'm looking for.
Uh, so you want it cut up, basically, is what you're asking.
Yeah.
Because they don't make rock McNuggets here.
Yeah, I'm not looking for the whole thing, no. See, I found something they don't order. They don't offer. I've stumped them.
Well, they serve it. You just have to tell them how you want it. Because if you just say rock breast, they're going to bring you a rock breast, which is going to be the size of the table you're sitting at. And probably heavier. But if you tell them you want it sliced up, they'll do that.
Sliced up into little chunks, breaded and fried, you know,
Okay.
with a sweet and sour sauce. Surely you have sweet and sour in a place like
I
Stick,
swear men eat like children.
stick,
that.
stick with citrus. You're good. Um, what does Otto want?
Oh, axe beak, steak, and eggs.
Oh
So the
yeah.
eggs from an axe beak and the steak made from its whatever parts they have.
Um,
So like
okay.
a hot dog.
No, axe beaks are like giant ostriches with axe-shaped beaks.
They
Mm.
they're basically ostriches that are large enough that you can ride them.
Yep.
In fact, that's what most people do. But yes, they can get you that. Um,
I imagine axe beak eggs are probably like one egg is an entire pan.
yeah, they're probably bigger than an ostrich egg.
Yeah.
So, uh, would you like anything to drink with your food?
Some kind of citrus juice.
Orange in color, please.
Um, I won't do what just flashed through my head. Uh, out, out of season persimmon juice.
And those are my favorite.
Yeah, well, out of season, they're extremely sour and bitter. So,
It's all this persimmon time.
so.
It's true.
But we don't want them vomiting up their breakfast. So. Especially after having to go to all the work to get the stuff that the two of them want for breakfast. Um, so,
Yeah, they're basically murdering a horse for me.
and you're very curious at how they found a rock
Yeah,
to make into,
nuggets.
yeah, because those things have been known to destroy towns.
They're
Um,
endangered.
Yeah,
yeah,
they endanger, more importantly.
in fact, he may Lucid may be the only one to ever attempt to eat one.
I bill it to Esma's room.
Yeah,
She wasn't with you.
Oh,
that's true. Esma's ahead of us. But we have coffers, so we can afford it.
perfect.
So,
Uh,
so what do you two talk about while you're waiting for this food to appear?
so we're investigating a cult, and I don't like that because my cult should be the only cult in town.
Yeah, didn't they kill some of your cult members?
Yeah, they're poaching.
Okay. Uh, so you two are you two discussing a plan of how to do this, or
So I think I should turn into a small animal, sneak into their place, and then let you in. And then we just kick the door in and do whatever we need to do.
Sounds like a good plan to me.
Okay. Uh,
We don't really know much about the cult here, so because we
We just
weren't
know
there
she
when
like
everybody
messed around,
discovered
right?
that.
um, so is Smite and her rental companion still unconscious at this point, or
I have a headache, but for some reason, like I'm craving tentacles. I'm gonna go downstairs and see if I can find some sort of octopus type thing.
um? So you head down. Do you leave your companion there, or is she still asleep, or
Oh, she's off the clock. She can do whatever she wants.
uh, so while you're getting up and getting dressed, she rolls over and basically asks you, "W- Would you like to rent her for another evening, or is she free to find other employment?"
My dear, it's been a delight. But yeah, feel free to do what you will. I wouldn't mind seeing you again, but I don't know what my plans are later this evening.
Well,
Go ahead and make that money, sweetheart.
she says, "If I'm free and you're free tonight, maybe." Um, so you head down to the tavern and you see Lucid and Otto sitting there, tankards of liquid in front of them. Um, the massive amounts of food that they ordered is going to take a bit. So that hasn't arrived yet.
Otto says, "Is that a tiefling? Hey, come join us."
Well, good morning. Hi, how are you?
I'm
I'm
wonderful. I
Smite.
haven't seen a tiefling since the last time I was in Newisport.
But,
And who may I ask are you?
I'm Otto.
Hi, Otto. Mooseport?
Yeah, there were at least three tieflings there that I remember.
Oh,
They all were rather standoffish.
hmm, imagine.
generally, tieflings are. So, uh, so do either one of you regale poor Otto with stories of past adventures that fallen dragons have gotten themselves into,
I have
or are
no idea who this person is. I'm not talking to him.
you desperately trying to forget all that? Uh,
So we have a ship, right? We're trying to recruit people for our crew, right? That's this one, right?
now that's the game that is no longer, but you do in fact have a ship because I wasn't gonna let an actual pirate ship disappear. Uh,
That's
Plus,
good.
Lucid's captain of the ship.
oh God, like I said, you're all gonna
This is a
die.
Dread Pirate Robert situation.
You're
I
all gonna
remember
die.
getting a pirate hat on like Lucid. That happened.
Dread pirate lucid, you're all gonna die. uh,
No, Otto will just turn into an octopus and swim away.
oh, uh, about this time, the waitress sees you sit down and comes over and hands you a menu and says, What can I get you for breakfast this morning?
Well, good morning.
Hello.
Um, I am in the mood for something with tentacles.
Uh, okay, we can do that.
Mm,
How close to live are on the scale of 0 being flopping around on the floor and 10 being crispy fried? Which would you prefer?
I'm gonna go with like a 3.
Okay.
Just barely kicking.
Maybe a little crispy on the ends, but like, yeah, just still like.
Sauteed, but still fighting.
Mm, so I like them.
Yeah, we can definitely do um, sauteed calamari with vegetables. And what would you like to drink with that?
Whiskey.
Okay, Gla- one glass, one tankard, or one
I
bottle?
think beach. I gotta maintain equilibrium.
You want a glass, a tankard, and a bottle. Okay.
No, just a tankard of each.
We missed what the other thing you said was.
Oh, to keep me evened out, like it's like a speedball.
Like
Coffee and
one glass wasn't enough, but the bottle was too much, so the tankard's in the middle.
Hmm.
Yeah, good.
I still gotta function today.
So the waitress says, I'll bring your tankard right over. Your calamari will take a couple of minutes.
Thanks, man.
And she walks over to the bar. The bar whispers to the bartender. The bartender pulled the tankard out, filled it with whiskey, and she brings it over to your table. Um, so do you two inform Smite of your plan?
yes,
Okay.
fully and in great detail.
Okay.
Y'all sure talk a lot.
So now you know what they're planning on doing.
As soon as we can figure out which building is theirs.
I
That
guess we
would
should
be a
ask
good.
around.
That'd be a good first step. Yeah, because it all goes to shit if you go in the wrong building.
Just bust down some random bureaucrat's house.
Hey, that's its own adventure.
Yeah,
It's the local beauty salon, and
yeah.
yeah, you kick in the door. Yeah. There's people getting their hair permed and all.
Their horns waxed.
Yeah, it's like wrong place.
That one. Let's rob that one.
Wait, we're robbing a place now?
Right?
Like this new plan.
He's coming up with an idea in case you do in fact go in the wrong building.
I thought the plan was to steal the cult's stuff. What were we doing?
I thought we were just kicking their asses. But if you want to take their stuff, that's fine with me.
Their
Yeah, we should take their stuff.
their stuff goes to whoever wins the fight. Um,
Sounds like robbery to me.
you you're certainly to paraphrase Matt Mercer, you're certainly welcome to try. you, however, it's a crapshoot as far as whether you get out or not.
Oh, we need to
Um,
pause. Dusty dropped.
yep. Okay. So by the time you've discussed this, all of your food appears. Um, it takes 4 people to carry all this food, and there's only 3 plates. The plate of rock takes 2 people by itself, and they set it down in front of Lucid, and it's basically chunks of white meat with a large bowl of reddish orange colored liquid. Um, and then in front of Otto, they set a steak the size of an actual platter. And then
Perfect.
your eggs are on a smaller dish. In front of Smite, there is a like 8 to 10 um, 24-inch tentacles sitting in front of you. The octopus they got or squid they got this on with from was decent size. Um, the waitress says, "All of you enjoy your breakfast. If you need anything, I'll be at the bar." And she she wanders back to the bar because it's getting late enough. The breakfast rush is starting. You guys had gotten down there a bit early.
I
Um,
order a rock egg omelet to go with my nuggets.
Oh God.
they couldn't carry such a thing. It would,
You don't have to use the whole thing.
it to make a rock omelet. It would take another platter and 2 more people. But if you want it, they'll do it. Um, just if you call the waitress over and order that, she's like, okay, it'll take a bit, but yeah, we can do it. Do you want veggies in that, or what type of omelet do you
Yeah,
like?
veggies, peppers, make it spicy.
Okay, so uh, so she goes off to the kitchen to put that order in. And while that's going on, you're all eating your various food.
Otto will be like, "Hey, can I try some of that rock nugget?"
Yeah, has some a rock nugget.
It's basically just a chunk of white meat. There's no real breading or anything. Um,
He dips
they
it in the
do,
sauce and
however,
enjoys it.
set 3 loaves of bread in front of you, one for each of you. They figure if you're eating all this, you must be able to eat a loaf of bread by yourself. Um, so,
I pull a set of chopsticks out from my hair, from behind my horns, and then I wasn't talking to you.
Uh,
And then pick up a tentacle.
Actually, roll me a dex check to see if
I am good with chopsticks.
not against something that's moving.
They're just kind of twitching.
Yeah, they're actually moving around the plate.
Hmm.
So give me a dex check to see who wins.
Oh, I got a 13 and something
And I'll roll for the
for that tentacle,
Octopus tentacle.
for the
I'll,
plate of tentacles.
I'll roll I'll roll an opposed dex check for
That's
the
fair.
tentacle to see. You got a 13?
I don't know what my dex mod is.
Uh find out because it just got a 13. So
Hmm.
your dex mod is gonna if you have anything over a 0, you win.
I have a +2.
Okay. You're able to snag the tentacle with your chopsticks just as it starts to move toward you.
I can feel it, like wiggling all the way down. Hmm.
Yes, it is definitely protesting as you're trying to digest it.
I'm into it.
Um, a few minutes later, two people carrying another plate come out, and there's a vegetable omelet on this plate, and they set it next to the uh, chunks of rock on Lucid's plate. So now, Lucid, you have your omelet.
Great. I asked to have it in small boxes.
They're like, sorry, you got to cut this one up yourself.
Well, then I asked for boxes.
For a box,
Several boxes.
says, we can bring you a crate. D&D, or we can bring you a bag because D&D doesn't have cardboard boxes.
Oh, that's fair.
Hmm.
So would you like a large bag or would you like a crate?
No, I'm buying the plate.
The plate?
Yeah. That way.
Okay. That will be added to your bill when you leave.
Great.
Are you gonna put wheels on it? How are you gonna carry it on your head? You're a couple of halflings. I don't know. How do you expect to carry this thing around?
And also, if you're going into the Blood Lotus cult, you're going to go in carrying a plate. Yeah. And omelet on a plate or what?
My plan is to deliver it as a diversion.
Fancy.
I think a better diversion would be to fling the plate at them.
So, so now he's become the D&D version of DoorDash. Uh,
Not sponsored.
it'll, it'll, it'll definitely surprise them because there's no way in the world they ordered this. So, yeah. Okay. Um,
Delivery for the cult of the Blood Lotus.
Which brings us to the major question of how are you going to find out where they are?
Hmm. I suppose we could ask around.
There's usually loose lips in taverns.
Yeah. Should I roll investigation?
You can.
Ha! I got a 19 with a 20.
Wow.
I got a 25 with the 19.
Uh, the two of you start asking around, and then the person who knows the most about everything in the neighborhood walks up to you, and it's the waitress that brought your food.
Somehow I knew it would be.
The waitress in a tavern knows everything that goes on, whether it's true or not. She's like, what are the two of you trying to do?
Well, see, there's this cult around here. I'm sure you know about the cult. And they attacked the cult of the Stormlord. And so we're trying to pay them back for that. And probably take their stuff.
Cult.
Just tell her the whole plan.
Yeah, my character is smart, but not. Oh, he's wise too. He's just neutral good. He's very trusting.
Are you talking about the Blood Lotus?
Yeah,
Yeah, that's it.
They don't like to be called a cult.
Oh. What? Well, they should have picked a different name then.
yeah. Cult of the Blood Lotus
No.
just flows really well.
Yeah, but they're also the creators and keepers of the largest library in the city.
Librarians of the Blood Lotus just doesn't flow quite as well.
And, they like to be more known for that than. But in any case, she takes you to the door, points to the left, and goes, you see that red spire about a mile and a half from here?
Yeah, the one that's the color of blood.
Yeah. The one that's the color of blood and 30 stories tall? Yeah, that one.
Oh, I'm being interesting now.
That would be them.
Fancy.
Oh, by the way, you're planning to go in, good luck.
Do you know any way we could not die?
That I can't help you with. I've never been in there, nor do I want to be.
Do you know where they get their food delivered from?
I've heard that one of the stories is the garden. I've never seen them order food from anywhere.
Ah, the Goodberry trick. I hate it. It's just not the same as real food.
They have to get meat from somewhere. Their leader's a dragonborn. Dragonborns are not vegetarians.
Vegetarians are awful.
They're pale, skinny, and break in half fairly quickly.
So self-righteous.
That too.
So I think the best way in is a meat delivery.
That sounds like a
Halfway?
plan.
Might work. You got
Did you say meat or weed? Because I
Meat.
heard weed.
Well, I mean, both will probably work.
They are monks, after all.
uh she turns and says, by by the goddess, you have plenty of food there. You have enough. You get the two of you, the three of you ordered enough food to feed the whole group if you wanted to.
Hmm. We
And
come
with
bearing
that,
Why
gifts?
are we assuming they're hungry?
Because everyone's hungry, always, right?
Not that hungry.
Otto is confused by this statement.
it's the easiest thing to come calling with. It's like,
We'll never show up empty-handed. I agree, but
yeah, unless you have like lots of flowers handy or something like that.
We bring the cult of the Blood Lotus flowers.
Blood Lotuses.
If you can find them. So with that, the waitress turns and goes back to being a waitress.
Gotta love concierge service.
Yeah, it's super helpful. Didn't have any of this back in my hometown.
You don't need to tell them everything.
I'm sure it'll be fine.
Is this your first rodeo?
I've never been to the rodeo. I've heard a lot of fun can be had
Hmm.
there.
Let me tell you, honey. You don't know the half of it. You should keep your mouth shut.
Um, Otto, give me a perception check.
Okay. 14 plus 7 is 21.
You did notice that when the waitress told you about them, you noticed that everybody in the tavern stopped what they were doing.
Oh.
You know, I guess people don't really ask about these guys.
Well, I mean, it's helpful to know that, we're probably being watched now by them.
For all you know, the bartender could be one of them.
Check them for blood lotuses.
Yeah.
Uh,
Don't tell everyone your plan.
Give me an investigation check to see if you can come up with anything.
18.
18.
Hey.
There are two people at a table in the center of the room. Two males who are dressed in black robes with red trim, who look completely out of place compared to everybody else in the room.
Oh, I like their look.
How's the rest of the room, like, looking at them?
Um, they're sort of they're trying not to stare but can't help it.
Hmm.
Because their fashion is stunning.
the two of them are just ignoring everybody else and going about their business.
So Otto has an idea. He's like, hey, we could go with that food delivery plan, but come here, come here. What if we poisoned the food?
What if we poison their food?
Yeah.
Well, that was definitely the plan. Why did you think we were giving them a bunch of food?
Oh, I don't know, just to get on their good side before we killed them.
No, I was definitely thinking poison.
I'm surprisingly good at poison.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, it's one of my talents.
You have a favorite?
Black Lotus poison if I can find it.
Hmm. Lovely.
Can you find it?
Uh, that would take checking around the area for Black Lotuses.
And give me an Arcana check on that one.
17.
Um, from what you've gathered throughout your travels, you can, you know, black lotuses out in the wild are rare, and usually what happens is mages that run magic shops tend to snag them as often as possible to make potions out of to sell.
Well, that's a terrifying potion.
Yep.
Black Lotus extract is one of the deadliest poisons that I know of, and I know of a lot of poisons.
Ranks right up there with drow poison.
Yeah.
Yeah. At the mention of drow, uh,
Hey.
spite, smite perks up a bit as a memory passes through.
Like the tentacles are still kind of squirming in my belly. Maybe it was a good day to wake up.
So, uh, so what is Otto going to do?
Well, um, I guess it'd be easier to probably get some strychnine or other slightly less complex poisons.
Well,
Cyanide, that kind of thing.
they would all be in your average magic shop, so
And not quite as expensive as either drow poison or Black Lotus extract.
yeah, because
Don't we
those,
have quite a lot of gold, though?
Yeah, I don't actually know how much gold we had. That was being kept track of by Esma.
yeah, that's a problem now.
I remember it being like 10,000, right?
It was at least like 6,000. I know that much.
I will roll and give you a number, and that'll be the new number of gold that you have.
Okay.
Since Esma absconded with the gold that the party had.
Wait, she's been robbed. Can, like, the new arc be hunting her down? Killing?
Treachery.
She becomes the main villain in the campaign.
I like it.
Turns out she's not as naive and funny as you guys thought she was.
We all saw this coming.
Yeah.
Yes, we should have.
That's what what happens when you let a teenager loose.
Mm-hmm.
So, okay, let me give you a number. You currently have 4,000 gold.
Okay.
That's manageable.
That's something that we can at least get some poison with.
Party size is a little more limited now.
Yeah. Not enough to hire mercenaries to break down their door, but enough to, you know, poison them, which is the plan. Secretly.
That still doesn't give you a way in, though. That gives you a plan for after you get in. It doesn't give you a way in.
That's true. Hmm. Otto's a passable actor, but not a great one.
We can follow these guys outside of here. I can take their stuff, use that to get in.
That's not a bad plan.
Say what now?
We can follow these two that are in the tavern, mug them, take their stuff, and use that to get in.
Yeah, but there's three of you.
Well, one of us can turn into a rat and hide in the other one's like pockets, so that's not too bad.
True. So, are you just hanging around the inn waiting for those two to leave, or what are you doing?
That seems like a good plan to me.
Yeah, I think that's what we do. We follow them out of the inn.
So, actually, about 10 minutes after you finish discussing this, you see the two of them stand up and head for the door.
We follow not quite super closely, but fairly closely.
So, the three of you are keeping pace, but you're a distance behind them.
Yeah. If they decide to turn down any alleys, that's when we'll spring on them, but if they don't, then we'll just jump them after like 5-10 minutes.
So,
Do it
they,
pick up the cops.
Yeah.
they, see, they seem to be headed straight for the Blood Lotus Temple building.
Hey, you two, in the black and red.
They
Shut
turn,
up.
they turn around.
You killed some of our friends. Stand for justice.
Oh my god.
Now we'll kill you.
Way to go.
Come and
There'll
try
be,
it.
there'll be more more quote of your friends dead now than there was. And
Wow,
you,
no.
and you see them drop their robes and they're two green dragonborns, but oddly enough, you don't see them carrying weapons.
All right. So
Well,
Otto,
that's that. Guiding bolt.
yeah, guiding bolt. Otto's gonna cast Moonbeam.
Okay, both of you give me attack rolls.
22.
That
Uh,
hits.
so they need to make a saving throw. I need to find out what kind of saving throw. Or one of them does. It depends on how close together they are, I think, actually, because I think it's a 5 foot radius.
12 damage.
You could probably get both of them.
Alright, so they need to make a. Hello, I'm right there. Come on. Moonbeam. Constitution saving throw. Both of them do.
You got one failure and one success.
Alright, so the successful one takes half damage of 12, and the other one takes um yeah, so they take 12 and 6 damage respectively for the one that failed and the one that succeeded.
Okay. Now,
And if they're shape changers, then they revert to their original form and can't assume a different form until it leaves the spell's light.
they are green dragonborn.
Okay, so they aren't faking it.
So, Lucid, your guiding bolt hit one of them, roll damage.
Alright, it was 12 damage.
So, your hits. Um, 1 second, please. Um, while this is going on, what is Smite doing?
I am standing back and watching these ass clowns. They have no idea who they're messing with, and like, I really like their look. I am definitely considering talking to them about like getting into their little club.
Um,
Well, you can join their club once they're unconscious, and you're taking their clothes if you want to.
I didn't say that to you.
Well, that's fair.
I'm not gonna tell y'all my plan because y'all are gonna tell everybody else my plan.
Okay.
I'm here. I just I need a shoulder break. Sorry.
I need a constitution check from both of you.
Oh, I forgot to turn into a wolf with my bonus action.
I got an 8.
Okay.
I got a 5.
Nice.
They took your damage, looked at each other, opened their mouth, and simultaneously um, used their breath weapon on both of you.
We're getting double breath weapon.
You take 30 points of poison damage.
What?
Oh, I'm unconscious.
Oh, no.
You both failed your saving throw. Is Lucid down too, or what?
No, I'm at 9 HP.
I forgot to
So,
turn into a wolf. Oh no.
so Smite sees this. How far back were you?
Oh, about 12, 15 feet away.
You need to make a con save too.
Oh my god. Can I reroll that?
What?
Can I reroll that? That wasn't my good dice.
Well,
That was just one that I grabbed. My niece was playing with them earlier. It was a 4, and I don't know what my modification is, but it was a 4. So
uh, you also take 30 points of poison damage from
nice.
from this green cloud that
Oh god.
emitted from both of them. Are you still up?
I'm probably not.
So,
Are we all dying tonight?
so now Lucid is the only one standing facing these two dragonborns as Otto and Smite are both unconscious.
Yeah, I have like not enough.
What is and Lucid's down to 9, so you're pretty seriously injured. What do you do?
Um, so I'm right next to Otto, right?
You're there's a couple of feet between you. You're next to each other. And Smite is about 12 feet behind the two of you.
So I'll do cure wounds on Otto for 9. I'll
Okay.
like smack him back to consciousness, and I'll do a healing word on
Smite.
Smite, healing her for 8.
Okay.
Well, I'm gonna book it the other way.
So all three of you are now conscious. What do you do? As you see Lucid run away.
Otto turns into a giant elk,
Okay.
which is an elk the size of a an elephant.
Okay.
And how far away are the two dragonborn?
Question: would enlarged person still work on him in elk form?
What a what?
A spell of enlarged person?
No, because he's not a person.
Darn.
It's okay, you tried.
Now, if
I
you'd
mean,
if you'd have hit Otto with that before he changed, and so Otto got bigger, then if he's shifted into the elk, then would the elk be bigger or
I don't know. I think that's up to you.
With the rules, I think not. But like that is totally up to you.
because you would think a bigger person would change into a bigger animal, but um,
It stands to reason, except a halfling turns into the same size animal as a human.
yeah. So you're about 15 feet away from the the two dragonborns.
Darn it. So if I charge them, I'm not quite far enough away to use my charge attack.
Nope.
Um, I'm
Back up
going.
first.
I'm going to move. Oh, I guess I could move 5 feet back and then charge forward.
How
But
much move?
I have
How
60 feet
much?
of movement.
You've got plenty of movement to do that if you wanted to.
Sure, let's try that. So I'll charge one of them, and ram attack it. So, uh, does a 20 hit it?
Yeah, it's one he hits.
Alright, it takes 46 bludgeoning damage. 6, 4, 10, 4, 5, 19 plus 4. So 23 bludgeoning damage. And it needs to make a strength saving throw or be knocked prone. DC 14.
Mm. It rolled a five, so
So he's knocked prone.
right,
And then his buddy's okay because I can't hit twice
right,
in the same turn. I don't have multi attack.
right. And Lucid took off.
So
So
smite.
what is Smite going to do?
I'm leaving.
You're
Too bad. I like your
okay.
look.
You're following Lucid and taking off. So that
Yeah.
leaves the two Dragonborns and Otto.
One of which is glowing.
Oh yeah, I guess I could have attacked that one with my thing and had advantage, but I don't think it would have mattered.
So um, seeing his friend on the ground, uh, he decides it's better to help his friend and head back toward the temple than continue fighting this elk who is now standing all alone. So
This
he picks,
elephant-sized elk just in the middle
so
of the street.
yeah, uh, people are definitely looking around, watching what's going on, going, what in the world is that? um, so you see the dragonborn that's standing pick up his friend and rush toward uh, Blood Lotus temple building.
About how far away are we from that? Still like a mile out?
Yeah, because you caught them fairly soon after them leaving the tavern.
Alright.
So I would say you're about a mile out.
So if they keep trying to run, I'll first, since that one went away from me without disengaging, I will make my opportunity attack on him.
Okay.
Is that the glowing one, the one that helped his buddy up?
Yep,
Alright, so I got a 21 to hit
that hits.
for 12 damage.
So what what type of attack was that?
That was my ram attack. I can only use my hooves on prone opponents.
Okay. So you rush up and hit him with your horns, and it does 12 points of damage to him,
Yep.
which it basically had an effect. It had an effect, but they're still both up and moving. Um, so they're now um, they're now out of your attack ranges. Um, so what do the three of you want to do?
I'm gonna keep chasing them, and I move fast. So every time they run away, I'm gonna try to charge them and keep knocking
I
them down.
shoot them with guiding bolts. It's 120-foot range. They're still in range. I just kind of walk after them, shooting them.
These guys are not subtle, and I am not trying to attack these people, so
Um,
I'm gonna find something else to do.
n- knowing knowing that the two of you aren't letting them go, one of them turns around, opens his mouth, and another breath weapon comes out of it. I need con checks from both of you.
Wait, what's the range on that?
Well, okay, I need con check from Otto because Otto would be close enough.
Right.
Because Otto's trying to ram them at every turn.
Yep. 19. When I'm an elk, I have high con.
That, um, you save, so you only take 15 points of poison damage.
Okay. I've still got uh 27. Yeah, 27 HP in my elk form.
The other one turns and is pissed off and decides to uh, do his claw bite multi attack and basically try and kill you.
Yeah.
um, does does an 18 hit you?
Yep.
So that was the bite attack. I do believe that's 1d8. If I'm not mistaken. Oh, that's 2 points of damage.
Okay.
And um, there's a 17 hit.
Yeah, I only have 14 AC.
Uh, do, 5 points of damage.
Ow.
So, 7 total.
Yeah.
Now it's your guys' turn.
I shoot it.
Is, is Smite basically booking it the other direction, or
Yeah, I left.
uh, so?
I'm not getting involved with this horrible plan.
Now you've seen your tiefling party member head the other direction. Um,
I stomp away really angrily.
so
Hey, you said you were down.
Yeah.
Not this. I like their look.
Well, I guess I shoot it. Does the 21 hit?
yeah,
I'd hope so.
if it doesn't, you should leave too.
I got 18 damage.
Alright. One is now looking seriously injured
And glowing.
and glowing. So now it's Otto's turn.
Ram attack on the glowing one.
Okay.
I'm glad that he's glowing because I rolled a 7 as my first one and 16 on my second, so that's 22 to hit.
That hits.
For 13 damage.
Okay. That one is seriously, very seriously injured now.
I bellow in elk at them. In case they can understand, it means surrender, but I'm sure they can't.
They basically growl back at you in Draconic, which
I actually understand Draconic.
they're like, go away and leave us alone.
Not so tough now.
You have no need to be here. We have business that doesn't involve you.
Too bad for them, our business involves them.
After that, they both turn and open their mouths, and more green gas comes out of their mouths.
Oh no, they don't have a recharge on that?
They, they do. 5 and 6, and they both rolled a 5.
Oh darn.
Uh, so I need 2 con saves from your elk.
16 and an 18.
You take half damage from each one of them, which is 30 points combined.
Let me see.
I think your elk form is down.
Yeah, but does that carry over enough to knock me unconscious? No, I'm still up. I have 1 health.
Nice.
You're fine.
Yeah, on my turn I just turn into an elk again.
I hold up a scroll of fireball.
Oh shit.
Where in the hell did you get a scroll of fireball?
You know, the magic shop.
That would have cost you more gold than you got.
Dude, scrolls are surprisingly economical.
That's true.
A scroll, a scroll of fireball would have cost you every penny you had.
It's only a third level spell.
It's, yeah, but it's what it is.
It's a controlled substance.
Yeah. They,
um,
they just don't let fireball spells out willy nilly to anybody that wants it.
well, then I guiding bolt the other one.
So
Roll to hit it.
I got a 23 total.
That hits.
13 damage.
One of the Dragonborn goes down. There's one still standing. Now it's Otto's turn
Otto says since he's human right now,
with his 1 health hit point.
yeah, lay down and we won't kill you.
You
Intimidation?
should have you should have left this alone to begin with.
Well, we needed to fight you because you tried to kill, or you successfully killed some of his friends. But I will take you, or I will keep you alive instead of finishing you off if you lay down your, well, you don't have any weapons, but lay down.
Lay down your arms.
Yeah,
Uh, he says, "What do you want? If you were honestly here to just get revenge, you just kill us both and go on your way. What do you want?"
your clothes and information.
Clothes and information. The robes I can give you. What do you want? What information do you want?
How to enter the spire of the Blood Lotus.
Yep, how to enter the spire of the Blood Lotus. You aren't the only ones that we want revenge against.
That's easy. All you had to do was walk up and knock on the door. Getting in is easy. Staying alive once you're in is another question.
Well, okay. Give me your robes.
He takes his robe off. He takes the robe off of his fallen friend. Here,
I take the robes and disgustedly cast Goodberry and give one to him, saying, "This is for your friend. I don't take lives when I don't have to."
honorable. But know this, when they drag what's left of your bodies out of the temple, I will lay a blood lotus on each of them.
Thanks. I think
Now,
because you think we're good fighters. That's why, right?
you can believe what you will.
I'm gonna believe that. It sounds good to me.
Now go. I have to take my friend to a cleric.
And I'm going to down the remaining 9 good berries because I need health.
And the three of you start start walking again. Um, who gets the two robes?
Well, the tiefling said that she liked their style, so maybe she should get a set
Hmm, she would probably like that.
if she wants to come in with us, of course. So we'll have to go chase her down and be like, "Hey, hey, so here's the plan."
Why you always gotta be telling everybody your plans?
Just telling you the plan now.
We barely know you. We have this together.
I don't think you know me really either, but uh, uh, there's money in it, right? That's why we were doing this all along.
Nobody, nobody has ever mentioned money
Oh,
of any sort, actually.
Oh yeah, we just sort of decided to come here of our own free will because screw those guys, I guess.
So it's just some random vendetta.
You,
a
you
little
came,
bit.
you came here because they, they killed two of your fellow Stormlord um, temple
Acolytes.
temple members, and they tried to steal the prophecy, and Esma wanted to come and track them down, and you went with her. And now she's vanished, and nobody knows where she is.
Huh. And for us too, it's just so I guess Smite has no reason to do this.
Other than revenging the two dwarves and getting the Stormlord Temple's copy of the prophecy back, that's the only reason you're here.
Yeah. Not my monkeys, not my circus. I like their fashion though.
You can wear their robes if you sneak into the place with us.
I don't have enough health. I'm gonna go take a long rest.
I think we both need to do that.
So, actually, I don't need the long rest. Smite needs one. I don't know how injured Lucid is, actually.
I have 9 hit points left.
Oh, so yeah, you all need a long rest, which is actually a great time for us to take our break.
Yeah.
Um, okay. So we will be back after our break and see what these three get themselves into and
Maybe.
whether they survive or not, and
Yeah.
whether Smite becomes a brand new member of the Blood Lotus or not.
All right. Pausing now.
And we're back from break. But um, as you can see, uh, some of our players had to call it for the night, and Melody had to go because she was having what looked like a migraine, and then Patrick and Dusty, it was just getting late for them. So um, I hope you enjoyed this next episode. The group will make it into the Blood Lotus Temple and see what kind of craziness they get themselves into. And don't forget to tune in next week, next Sunday, for the second episode of Gunpowder and Brass. Um, if you didn't see the first episode, it is up on YouTube, and you should go look at it because it came out really well. So, uh, with that, I will say good night and subscribe and like and join us next week.
Yep. All of this stuff's up on the screen, so feel free to join us on Discord, check out our Twitter, check out our Facebook, and yeah, like and subscribe, comment, do whatever you feel like.
Because I just updated our Twitter and our Facebook today, and I'm gonna see what I can do to update our anchor because the person who uh, Esma who was doing that had to step away from playing for a while. So I'm gonna see whether I can do it or not. So uh, once again, hope you enjoyed it, and we'll see you next week.
Bye.
Good night.